Many of us are floored by how much some prescription medications are costing nowadays. Boy, I can vouch for that. In fact, the president recently met with industry leaders to address this exact problem. If you're wondering why medications you literally can't live without are costing so much and whether those prices are just going to keep going up and up, or maybe something can be done about it, Shari is here today to shed some light on this very important topic. And good morning. It's good to see you.
Yeah, thanks, John.
Boy, this is a big topic on a lot of people's conversation.
Yeah.
So, why are they so high?
Sure. Well, the old narrative, of course, was that it was the cost of research and development that was driving the prices up.
Right.
The newer narrative now is that it's the deals that the medication companies have to cut with insurance companies and all these middlemen.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with that is that the insurance companies, on the other hand, are telling us, well, we have to raise premiums and deductibles because of the high price of medications, and we're going to eliminate some of those medications. And we see in some countries they're able to actually do medications cost effectively, so it doesn't really make sense. The other big issue is that these instances where the medication companies are, for example, calling lobbying costs research and development, keep coming up. And so it just creates a lot of muddied waters over what the real issue is. But I think at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what it is. Other countries have managed to make this work, and we just need to make it work, regardless of what the reasons are.
We need to learn some lessons from them, it seems like. So aren't there some laws to protect against things like this?
Well, we have a free market system, so the government can't intervene in pricing per se, but we do have what's called antitrust laws that allows the government to intervene in certain industries that are of particular public interest to prevent basically companies from colluding, meaning getting together and raising the prices together, which is something that allegedly happens in the prescription medication businesses. The other real issue with that, though, is that the free market system doesn't really work with prescription medications because our insurance companies have these preferred brands, because consumers prefer brands. So even when a price in a free market, when the prices go up, theoretically you and I would stop buying that and buy someplace else, but there is no place else to buy sometimes, and so the free market system just doesn't work.
So what's being done about it?
Well, it's being addressed piecemeal. Congress asked the Department of Justice and the Federal Trade Commission to investigate, for example, insulin medications. Insulin is one of the biggest areas of rising prices. We had the issue with the EpiPen, and recently you mentioned the president came out and said he was going to deal with this. Some of the proposals are to look at the FDA processes and try to speed those up or fix those so that they're not adding to cost, but also to take steps to encourage genetic drug makers and foreign drug makers from being able to sell their products here. Basically encourage the competition so that that'll keep the prices down.
Competition is always good. All right, now we know. Thank you, Shari.
Sure.
Appreciate it.
Sure.
8:42 now. People